So, fun fact for you this morning, I was reading an article, and apparently it's somewhat allowed in Utah. I guess it's got to be a second, but in Colorado now you can marry your first cousin, and there's actually a coalition getting together to try and help normalize this.
Why are you telling me this?
Just thought it was an interesting fact for the day because it's something that I was looking at and thought it was kind of funny to watch. And oh, hi, how you doing?
Hey, and welcome back to Caesar Man Warrior, and we are going to be in Sureshot's account today. So we're going to be hopping into his account, and I'm going to be kind of fielding the questions, and Sureshot's going to be doing his thing. You're probably wondering where Scissor Man is, and he took the day off. However, I am going to do my best to do a weekly Scissor Man live stream tomorrow morning. So you'll hopefully get an opportunity to see progress in that account, and we'll do our best to lean in since we're sharing a mic. We tried this morning to set up a second mic.
Tried and failed.
How did that go?
It was actually a cool effect for a second if you really like an echo or like hearing your voice back at yourself. It was kind of a cool effect, but we thought it might get a little bit confusing for everybody, so we went ahead and just went to one quiet mic instead of two loud echoing mics.
I didn't handle it so well, did I?
Well, you put the effort in, you tried, and that's all you can really ask for. I mean, aside from the mic being thrown into the wall over there, it's all good. Drywall can be repaired.
Drywall? We're not anywhere near drywall. We're next to American Idol right now.
Exactly. And speaking of which, if you want to see Scissor Man, just tune in Mondays for American Idol. And
yeah. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, so you're going to attempt...
Make a couple of different attempts here. We'll see how they all pan out. But either way, it's all for your viewing pleasure, right? And we'll be slightly entertained too while we're at it, so no big problem there.
For your Grand Arena, right?
Yeah, Grand Arena. Yeah, that thing. Those people over there doing things and stuff.
So everybody's saying hello in the live stream chat, and Stone1414 says, "This video interests me. Go Sureshot."
I can be interesting sometimes, but it's going to start to falter off a little bit. So about that hour mark, you might want to,
So you won your first round.
Yep, I was able to do pretty good on that one. I'm not sure exactly how that went as far as attempts being made on my teams, but I did put a slight effort into the first round. Second round, I kind of completely forgot about it for the day. Went back and checked and come to find out, had I put the effort in, maybe could have done some more damage there, but, who knows. Yeah, let's see here. Went pretty good. I can see a couple attempts made on my teams. See if they held up pretty good. Something tells me this guy just didn't have enough time, or it's pretty unusual that somebody gets match made with me that doesn't have a pretty good team or a good setup.
No territory war for Sureshot? Yeah, he has a territory war. By the way, I'm nervous about territory war on my alt account, Scissorman, because I will be hitting that probably in the next month or two, and I don't really have a roster big enough for more than 2 teams. So, I mean, who does after a couple of months has more than 2 teams? I mean,
but if you have 1 or 2, at least you can, help out a little bit.
I mean, not even Territory Wars, sorry, Grand Arena. Like, I mean, I have a Phoenix team and a Jedi team, and they share 2 of the same characters.
Yep.
So truly, I don't even have 2 full teams. And
you need how many total for 3?
I'd have to set, Phoenix on defense and have my Jedi for offense, and that's it. That's weird. That's sad.
Be a little lopsided there, but hey, it's all something to look forward to, right? More things on the horizon in the future. Let's see here. Yeah, as you can see, second round was a loss. That's the one I didn't really pay much attention to, so it didn't go very well because pretty much just sat there and let all the carnage take place.
Well, to be fair, he has a lot of really good high-end teams.
I don't even know what you're talking about. He's got this... Who is that guy with the white hood? I mean, that can't be a very good team,
That guy, he comes and he knocks on your door and he tells you about Jesus Christ.
Oh, right. Well, hey, family, isn't it about time?
Yeah. So that team's difficult. What else do you have? You have a Bosk and this is kind of standardized, First Order, Bosk. Yeah, this is all kind of standard. And he's got a Gear 12 Django. You got a Gear 8.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's fun. That was a bit rough, huh?
Yep, just a little different there. I mean, I do have a CLS
You didn't even
team
make an attempt, though. You didn't even try. Did you just forget you had a round? Or you just
completely forgot that I had a round. It's lucky that I can actually remember and set teams. So at least I wasn't just handing them, a win at that point.
Do you have territory war with your guild right now?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to join that one, too.
Oh, shnikes. So that's why it's
Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's why it's not popping up. So you probably see something pop up in the chat here and there about what we're doing right now and what the strategy is, and I just gotta go wah wah.
Luckily, our faces cover most of that.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see that popping up here and there. Unless they're really long-winded and really want to tell you something.
All right. I bet people are dying for you to spend some of that energy, though.
I'm sure they are. So, on that note, let's wait a little longer. Oh, I got a bronzium I got to go through. I mean, we got some seriously important stuff here other than just wasting energy.
You save about 30,000 of those a week so you can buy the stuff out of the shipments?
Yep, I've gone just to only using the free one so I can actually utilize that. Otherwise, what's the point? And it's kind of funny, too. I noticed it doesn't accumulate as fast as it used to. I mean, I used to be up into the 200,000 or 300,000 pretty easily. And, of course, I'm using them more now, but it doesn't seem like they accumulate as quickly as they used to at one point.
You know why that is, right?
Did they decide to go ahead and adjust another rate?
What happened was when you used to finish your dailies, they used to give you a bunch, like 5,000 of those. And then they took them out because they said they're no longer wanting ally points in the game. They basically want to kind of do away with them. But people have millions. And so that's why they decided to, in the whale store, add something for those. But truth be told, you can save up in 1 week the amount you need for that. So they haven't done anything to alleviate the million that people have. I have over 1 million myself.
Still, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I ran through mine pretty quickly. I mean, I know they were going out for like 50,000 a piece, depending on what they had in the store, but there was something else for a while there that was using them up quickly, and I don't remember what it was. I don't think any of the events have changed, but anyways. Find that interesting because I just remember having hundreds and thousands for a while there, and then all of a sudden, oh, hey, no, you only have like 2,000 or 3,000 a week.
All right, let's bust that energy down a little bit, and then let's do a grand arena battle. I want to watch you kick someone's butt.
Want to see me kick on somebody?
Oh, you're going for Django. Nice. So that means you're also going for the Houndstooth. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Such a great double node.
Yeah, I really want to start farming that, but I've got so many other farm targets right now. It's so difficult when you've got 900 targets.
Stay on target.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still working on Empire. I got a mostly 5 and 6 stars, so
Nice.
Almost there. Because
Hey, more Houndstooth than Django, but whatever.
That's nice. 4 on Houndstooth.
Because I think, he's still heading for a 7th star at some point, too, so that's nice. Take a little while for boss to get there, but hey, at least I'll have a good ship.
That's a lucky node because worst case scenario, you get some Mark 4s or some Mark 3 stun cuffs. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't get my ship, but I got a bunch of stuff I need.
Don't need a whole lot of these right now, but yes, of course, stun cuffs. Need those pretty regularly for just 1 or 2 or 3 or 15 characters.
So for anyone that's just now joining, Nitram AS asks, and Andrew says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Andrew?"
Hey.
What we are in is Sureshot's main account, and he's a free-to-play guy who's been playing for almost 2 years. So this is kind of the development you could expect after a couple of years.
We could do a quick little walkthrough of the characters. You guys want to see the favorites? You just want to go on overall power?
Yeah, overall power. Just walk through what you have after a couple of years. You're 2.7 million galactic power.
Just rolled over that recently. Just recently picked up Ray Jedi training. That was in the last event. So just as an idea, when you're up to this level, still actual free-to-play, you can get a Gear 12 3-Zated RJT. Wouldn't say much for your mods at that point, because depending on where you're at with those, that can kind of be hit or miss, kind of here or there, but just it's a possibility anyways. Let's see, what else do we have rolling down here? I do have a Zeta ready to go, which I thought might be kind of interesting to throw one on today.
I said Sureshot's a free-to-play character, apparently, instead of a free-to-play player.
But I am a character.
So you're in the game, apparently.
Yeah, you didn't know it, but I'm actually a droid.
You get, if you like this video, an 8-star Sureshot. This is not a scam.
Yeah, and you can put them right to Gear 17 right away. Let's see here.
All right, if you guys have questions, I'm going to try to field them. Just put them in the comments section. Make sure you tag, Warrior, so that way I can see what questions you have and stuff, and then I will do my best to answer them. And I'm going to let him just kind of run the show and do his dailies and do some Grand Arena battles.
Mm-hmm. Again, at Grand Arena attempts, but the at Warrior is more like kind of going, hey. So let's see here. So that's a little bit of the character lineup. If anybody's kind of interested as to what's going on there, I think I'm at 19 Gear 12 characters now and 7. No, how many? like 9 Zetas, something like that. I'm not sure. Of course, as you can see, the majority of them went to the worthwhile characters, CLS, Ray Jedi Training, and Grandmaster Yoda. Eventually, when the Revan comes back around again, I can hopefully save it for that one too. But I was hoarding my Zetas for Ray Jedi Training, and that took a little while to build up there. But it was nice to be able to throw 2 Zetas on it right off the bat.
So what are you going for now?
As of right now, my long-term goal is
Favorites?
Chewbacca and Revan. So if you're looking at my overall here with my favorites, you can see a little bit of Old Republic and Bounty Hunters, just a bit. And of course BB-8, just because it's a good combo with Rey.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, and then eventually Jolie's going to be hopping in the arena team there once I can get a Zeta on him and break that Gear 8 wall there. As you can see, most of my characters are kind of waiting for that breakout. I think I need Mark 5 stun gun for BB-8, Mark 5 stun gun for Jolie. I think I need 2 for Django at the moment, and I'll be needing 1 for Bosk as well. So just a little bit of a gear crunch there. And let's see, I was also farming for Django. Let's see if we got any shards for Dengar while we're at it.
Will Sureshot synergize with HK-47? That's hilarious. Quick question. Someone says, do you still do those roster reviews on Discord for anything like that, Warrior, for a small donation? Yes. Actually, I have an alternate account that those roster reviews go on. That's called Warriors Roster Reviews, and that's where they go live. But I do them, and then I post them first on my private Discord chat. If you're interested in any of that information, you can always check the description of any video, and it goes through all of that stuff.
That's a pretty good drop for Bosk.
Yeah, that's not bad. 50% drop rate on that one.
I'll take that. One thing I do find interesting about the change, since now that you have the option to do 8 attempts for your shard farming, that's pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure I've noticed the drop rate's still the same as to whether you're doing 8 or 5 like back in the day, and you're just using up more energy. So kind of cool, but I can also see what they were doing with that. But of course, what would I know? I mean, they don't manipulate anything, do they?
Well, there's a difference between it like being controlled on the backside for percentages and just random bad luck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not to say I don't have plenty of that.
some of the higher end nodes, like Jolie, he is definitely not a 33% drop rate. But all the characters that were in the game when the game started were all 33% drop rate, and Jolie is at best a 20% drop rate on averages. When I track characters and I farm them and I put all of it down, I can see unequivocally my drop rate, regardless of whether I do 3s, 5s, 10s, whatever. It always equals the same. But they definitely change the drop rate per character. Not all characters are created equal. Some of them, they tighten that noose a little bit to make sure that you can't get the character as fast. They did that with a lot of the newer characters. So
A little bit of data throttling there.
I think the first 2 characters they did that with were the vets for JTR, because those were the first 2 I noticed that I got like 12 to 18% drop rate on average before the event. And then after the event, it went up to 20-25% on those characters. And do they drop the drop rate for a specific character before an event? They'd probably say no. I would say unequivocally, I believe they do. So
Proof is in the pudding there. You can say one thing, but when you see it act out another way, well, that says something.
Well, you got a lot of people out there tracking stuff, so and they can hit a program and they can say this character has a 10% drop rate, period, and they can put that into the game, and that's what it's going to average. Then the RNG will take over, and you might get more, you might get less, but it'll always vary based off the base number that they place. That
Hey, all right.
hey, there you go. Huh? That looks good.
Throw another star on there. Why not? Is Emphas any good? Is she a good character? Is it high scored? Is that a good
She used to be amazing. She's pretty good still, but
Right. Can't stay that way all the time, right?
you could take your gear 11 too, right?
Probably pretty close, but it all depends on if I'm saving that piece of gear for something else. Because, of course, you got to build the big ones towards that Gear 12 crunch. Probably pretty close, but I'm guessing I would need more of these. Yeah. quite a
Pradiga
few.
asks, is it worth to get Nest out of shipments? I say no, you can farm her. Just farm her. Just take your time. She's good. She's not as phenomenal as she was, so don't waste any crystals on that.
Yep. Don't waste any hard-earned crystals on it. If you got extras just lying around, sure, why not? Let's see here. Quest. Yeah, I got a few. So is any of that energy still bothering people? Like, get that all taken care of? All the OCD guys all right now?
Yeah. So Xlore asks me, he's got a Zeta, should he put it on C3PO now that he's got him, or Rebels lead, CLS lead? And if you're going to run Rebels lead, CLS for lead, you should have his lead Zeta. You really should. It makes a huge difference. All leads.
That would be my first vote for you.
Yep, every leader that has a Zeta that you're going to use as a leader should have their Zeta, their leadership Zeta. They really should.
See, I have the credits for it, but I don't know why I can't bring myself to drop 5 million on that. It's a good mod, it really is. Oh look, I'm finally done doing POW, so I don't have to think about that anymore. I got Biston too.
Michael's asking how to mod your nest, and there's a couple of ways. Some people like to go, slow and really, really tanky, really high tenacity, so you can't, mess with it. So it just constantly counters with tenacity around 150%. That you don't have to worry about it getting stunned or, staggered or any of that kind of stuff. And then she counters every single time because, you can't land days and stuff. And then you just make her super, super, super healthy, like 60,000 health. Then another way is just to make her really, really, really fast, like over 300 speed, because then she's just going to go a ton, and you can make her fast and tenacious to try to do basically the same kind of thing. But you can focus on either speed and tenacity, or you could focus on like health and tenacity. Both of those ways are legit. Some other people mod her slightly differently, but those are kind of the two. Tenacity is really important for her because if she gets dazed or stunned, she's basically worthless. And so, yeah, you want to have that. The problem is if you like her to be an anti-Rebels team, you definitely want her to not have good tenacity, because if they take the Rebels, all the Rebels, a lot of them do turn meter reduction, and they'll keep her in a perpetual state of turn meter reduction and stun. And even if they don't, even if they accidentally stun her with his double debuffs that causes stun.
By accident.
Yeah, well, because he hits and then he puts debuffs, and then the second time he hits, he puts debuffs, and if they had the first debuffs, it applies stun. So with CLS, he accidentally, just through using his abilities, stuns people if you've got his potency high enough. So it happens.
It does happen. What? Oh.
And yeah, I don't know. Zeta mats are a funny thing. They ebb and flow. I think they're programmed into ebb and flow, where they drop for a while for you, and then they stop dropping for a while for you, and then they start dropping a while for you. So I think in the long run, it'll actually play itself out. But I can't even get Zeta mats except for through guild events, like when we did a territory war and I won a couple Zeta mats. That's the only way to get Zetas right now for me. And
you're not to level you can even farm them yet?
Oh no, I'm 2 levels behind on ships. I can't even beat the next level, and then there's a level after that, and
I have to keep on going backwards when I think about your Scissor Man account compared to your Warrior account. Because I'm like, you've already. Oh wait, that's right.
Yeah, because I have like a ridiculous amount of Zetas on my main account, but I don't have one on my new account. But it's only 2 months old, so I'm on week 9.
In that sense, you got a lot going for that short amount of time, then.
All right, are you ready to do some Grand Arena? Let's do it.
Take a quick look here, see what's going on. Why not? All right, Victoria, what do you got for me? Did we already look at this one? Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, and you put some good teams on defense, so this one's good. That one's a hard one, but that's a good one to go after because you need a good team to kill it, so you better use one of your best teams now. And you want to see what's behind it. Plus, that's a single node in single node, and so you'll get max points for clearance on those bottom 2 with the least amount of effort. Plus, the top team, other than JTR, the other team is wimpy.
True. So if I have some leftover teams, might be a good chance for that node to be taken up with them. Would be pretty great. So let's see here. I think the best team I have available to throw at this guy might be my CLS-led Rebels. Yeah.
What about JTR, though? You've got to go against her, too, so you need to think of 2 pretty top teams.
Used to be the go-to with Biggs and Wedge, but man, they just don't do the damage like they used to. Let alone they're squishy. Yeah, pretty much just went all out on defense this time around, so...
Wow, you did. You have, like, nothing available. So how about you try to do burst damage on JTR in hopes that you can knock out a few of her characters, but for this one, you're going to have to use your CLS, I think.
Go for CLS on
Yep,
this one.
and then you're going to want to try to kill Boba Fett first, because he's going to succeed in giving their...
He likes to lay the smack down.
Yep. I would do Rebels, man.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go with my go-to. I do like this setup. This is pretty awesome. Usually gets at least 2 or 3 attempts on it whenever I put it up on defense. So
And then after this battle, you can show us what you put on defense and what your thought processes were on that. It looks like you put basically everything on defense.
yeah, well, and sometimes it has more to do with I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually participate the whole time, so I'll just throw up at something that's worthwhile and hope that I can do something with it. See if it actually works out that way or not.
You always want to remove turn meter from Bosk, though, so he doesn't have a chance to take a turn, because as soon as he taunts, he won't allow you to hit anyone else.
True.
Does that make sense? Yeah, but you can kill him, hopefully, before Bosk takes a turn. That would be amazing. Up, too late. So, yep, go ahead and use that. And
Cool your jets, y'all.
then hopefully, yeah, and just remember, CLS can, when he puts his buff up, he can target whoever he wants, whenever he wants.
I do like that ability. Hey, that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take him out.
Except
that
for,
way.
look,
Why
he's
not?
he's almost completely healed back. You got to kill him fast before they debuff your team.
Get rid of all
Yeah, those are
that.
locked. There,
There
he
we
killed
go.
himself.
That's one way to do it.
Greedo's a mess. Try and get him stunned. There you go.
Stay
And then
stunned.
Yep, and then I would try and get her gone before he taunts. Hopefully you guys can.
Kind of surprising he hasn't already, to be honest with you.
He's a really slow boss. I'm kind of surprised. I'd regenerate health and
Yeah.
protection. That way you can
I
womp her.
probably
All right.
need to do that on her, but
So
oh well.
he's all by his lonesome now. You're all right.
And this is a guy that usually gives me the most trouble. I can sit here and just throw everything I got at him, and he seems to just keep on bouncing back for more
Yep.
until somebody's watching.
Well, so he was a little easier than I thought he would be. I guess we should have scouted his speed.
Well, and he was only a gear 9, so I guess that does have a lot to do with it, even though he had a Zeta on
Bosk?
there. Yeah.
He was a gear 12.
I thought it was Boba that was the gear 12 on that lead up.
Was he?
Let's see. Yep.
Oh, wow. He was gear 9.
So maybe almost been a little bit of an overkill team for it. No, if I would have put anything less in there, it probably wouldn't have gone through.
No, Boba Fett's a mess, though. He was Zeta'd in gear 12, and had he gotten a chance to get his payout, you'd have been over.
Yep. It's always great when you get the paid out, but when it's
Okay,
against you.
the back team, you should be able to mop up for some points.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you should be able to beat that pretty easily. Do you have Empire available? Any Empire
A
available?
little bit of Empire available.
Do you have Emperor Palpatine, or is he on defense?
He is on defense, hiding out behind my Jedi team. 'Cause otherwise, right now, if I were to go for Empire, I don't think I even have a complete Empire team, because I think most of them are all pretty low level.
Well, so Death Trooper, once one dies, Death Trooper can mark and death mark and you kill pretty quickly. TIE Fighter Pilot Gear 12 can do mass damage. You still have debuff centric with Grand Moff Tarkin lead, and Snow Trooper should be there to do some damage, and you could either use Royal Guard or Shore Trooper to kind of try and protect the team, but you should be able to kill them. I mean, they weren't all but like Gear 9
They're all
and
Gear
stuff,
9,
right? Yeah.
So that should be pretty easy.
I mean, you got to take your time, Death Trooper and Shore or
Yeah. I kind of like Shore. Well, I mean,
Royal.
Royal Guard's pretty good, but he also doesn't deal a whole lot of damage.
He's Gear 8 too, though, so you can at least heal with Shore Trooper.
True. And poll the audience here. Anybody have any opinion?
Yeah, Adam says with Boba Fett's Zeta, that he regenerates protection when he kills someone, and that's exactly right. He gets back 100% protection. Yep, good. He tried to taunt, but didn't taunt. So you want to kill, obviously, Hera and Ezra. They're going to be the biggest problems for you because she can regenerate, and Ezra's the damage dealer that's going to destroy your team.
Of course, the more AoEs I throw at him, the more I give him a chance to mass attack me, so I always have to keep that in mind.
Yep, you just need to get Hera gone, and then you can work towards...
Oh, that wasn't enough.
No, those AoEs do no damage, and they just regenerate more than they take out. You need to do targeted damage for him. There you go. Bow. See? TIE Fighter Pilot, man. And then, buff immunity, take out Chopper.
Take my licks.
And see, Death Trooper is also really good against Rebels because he can stun them. Because, of course, he takes that second shot, and the second shot stuns them. So Yeah, this is an easy team. You did really well. Good selection. You can death mark Zeb and then smash him.
And smash, smash, smash. For any Song of Five fans out there.
There, he's stunned and dazed.
He can be kind of a
If you
pain
can
when he
heal,
doesn't
that
do
would be
that.
awesome. More debuffs. Whop.
Debuff, debuff.
Yep, increases cooldowns.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Just keep on swiping at him.
That targeted damage is how you're going to kill him. Yep. You could death mark him. Oh,
yeah.
never mind. That's all right. That was good. Not bad, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You cleared 2, so now you get full points for 2 clears.
Keep on trucking.
And then, of course, since you did so much defense, I think the only other thing you can do is maybe go your what's left versus their Leia.
Versus what's left.
Their Leia, because I don't think you have anything that could defeat JTR, Gear 11 JTR.
Yeah. What Zeta does she have?
Probably the leadership,
Yeah. Because they were smart about it. Good job. Well done.
Quentin says 2 guys, 1 mic.
Because sharing is caring. Let's see here. Now, I keep on going back and forth as to which lead I like in a situation like this. I have a Rex available. He's supposed to be a good overall leader, helps out with turn meter, but the health steal from Wedge is also pretty good too. So in this scenario, which one would you go with as a lead?
Well, it depends if you need the speed or not. If you need the speed, then you would go with Rex lead. If you need the durability, you'd go with Wedge lead. And honestly, I feel like who are you going to take in? Oh, and by the way, Revenator asked me a question. He said, do you think they'll add more tiers in Grand Arena? And I do. I do think they'll tier it out a little bit as things get a little bit more in depth. They'll probably create additional tiers. Are you just going to do like a Rebels versus Rebels?
As far as what I have, I mean, I got
because your Rebels are way stronger than their Rebels,
Right.
so I would just take in
almost be an
Wedge lead.
overkill, but-
Yeah, I would leave Rex for another team, and I would do Wedge. Maybe you could do 3, just 3 characters, and do her because she adds protection back on her basic. Do you think those 3 could kill that team? Go back and look at the team really
I would
quick.
say just at first glance, gear-wise, yeah.
I mean, 999. I sound like a German.
Nine.
9. No.
And there is no wedge. There's no big.
Yeah,
wedge
there's
combo
no
in there.
Biggs wedge combo. Leia doesn't really do much. She'll go stealth. All you got to do is make sure he's dead before he taunts, because if you can kill Stormtrooper Han, he's worthless. You might get stunned from him, but there's no tank other than him. So kill Stormtrooper Han, and then kill Lando, and then kill Leia third, because she'll come out of stealth about that time, and then kill Luke, and then kill Biggs. I think you could actually do it 3 versus 5, because you're gear 12 and you would do so much more damage. You probably one-shot
Well,
them.
between those 3, yeah, they definitely like to stack their
Plus, they've got
damage,
health
for
steal,
sure.
and you'll save you characters for the future,
No
and you
su-
get
no
bonus.
support, no tank, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can take in a tank. You could take in your Stormtrooper Han if you really
Yeah.
think you need it, but I don't think you need it.
I don't know. I'm almost game for trying it out. I've never
Because-
taken in an incomplete team unless I'm
Because
going
look
to
at this, Rex could be the next leader for you, and then you could use Geonosian because he calls an assist. You could, you've got Zeta Zeb at that. You've got Leia who could go stealth and do damage, and then you have Stormtrooper Han as a tank. You have a whole nother team potential that you might be able to take against JTR. But if you did that, I'd actually want to take those guys because they do more damage. I know. Do you want to try against JTR or just take the safe bet and get the extra points?
Well, at this point, I can say it's almost a safe bet since he's not doing anything all the way up towards the end of the event. Either he's waiting to the last second, or he just doesn't care and is going to sit there and let me win anyways. So at this point, I've kind of already got it. I like the gamble.
What's the speed on BB-8? Just look at BB-8's speed. Let's see that. What? Go look at his stats. That's nuts. There's no speed on him. Oh my gosh.
204. Even my BB-8's faster than that.
Yeah.
What, you crazy man?
You could probably beat this team with your Rex lead, Wedge Biggs, use Zeb for the control, and maybe Stormtrooper Han for a tank, a taunt for extra turn meter. Between Rex and Stormtrooper Han, you'd get a lot of turn meter, and that would give Biggs and Wedge a chance to just double and triple mollywop those guys into oblivion.
So if I were to go...
With JTR, I would go Rex lead, Biggs Wedge, Zeb, and I would do your Gear 12 Ahsoka, just because she can collect the buffs and do a lot of damage, and plus she brings back protection on her basic on someone, so she'd bring back durability, and you could take her out for Stormtrooper Han if you want some extra turn meter, but I don't think you even would need it.
And I kind of like that too, because it does leave me a worthwhile team still to go up against their rebels. So yeah, I like that. Let's go for it.
Are you on the JTR right now?
Yeah. And just to double check, why not? So we're thinking Rex lead at that point?
Because you want the speed advantage. So every time they take a turn, they're going to give your entire team more turn meter. So now you got to decide. Hold on, you got to decide. Do you want the stun or the daze/stun, or do you want to have extra damage? Because Geonosian Soldier calls an assist, and he does a lot of damage. So do you want the extra DPS or the control? I think the control would be important.
The thing is, don't you need more potency on him in order to get his to actually land?
Yeah, where are you at?
And I don't have any potency on him.
Well, just look at his stats. Does he have 40%? What does he have? He's got to have something naturally. So where's this? He's at 30% potency. And I mean, they would have to have, 30% tenacity to kind of negate your potency. And even then with their 30% wouldn't do much. So, because it would just negate what you've added. So you'd still have an 85% chance of applying it. So I'd still take him in for control, don't you think?
Yeah, and even though it doesn't always land his abilities, it doesn't always stun, doesn't always debuff and all that, it's still hit and miss here and there, so it's a possibility. So yeah, I'm game. Let's try it. Two kind of gambles, but let's roll with it.
Romo is asking me what place is this for, and I guess I don't know what he's meaning. Uh-oh. Go ahead
off
and...
the bat.
Yep. They got their... that counter, yeah.
Anything.
All right, you're gonna have to go.
Do anything
You're gonna have to try and take him out. They're Gear 9, so this is it. You should be able to actually, because once they start losing a character, it's gonna go really fast. You can remember put protection back on them. Do that shot. You got to start killing them. Go slower. This should kill him. Just the basic. Puts protection back up. Now you gotta get protection on him or he's dead.
I think Wedge might be for not, but we'll see.
Okay. Go for her. You got to kill her.
There it is.
Yep. Now you want to whirlwind hit her scavenger.
Yeah.
There you go.
That just ouchie on.
Now try and get some days on BB-8.
Oh.
You're going fast.
Just moving at the speed of my mind, I guess.
Yep. Get rid of him.
Go. Oh.
Because you don't have Biggs or Wedge anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to miss, but you got to clear it. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's perpetual foresight with this team.
Perpetualization.
Yeah, you got to get rid of her now. She has got to die. So, and yep, stun. Yeah, see, you're getting dazed and stun. No big deal, dude. You got to fire her down.
Because you got to have faith and keep hope alive.
Yep. Keep going. There you go. This should do it.
Yes! Shut you down!
Yeah, this is the championship round for anyone wondering.
Yeah. Isn't normally, but today.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop. Yes.
Yeah, made it. Very good.
All right. Well, are the leftovers good enough for this team? I think so.
Maybe.
Maybe,
nice.
baby.
You didn't even leave yourself anything, and you're doing all right.
Sometimes it works out that way, but not always.
So you don't have a very good lead, so you'll have to go with either a healer or Old Ben. And Old Ben's evasion is probably the best bet.
And that'd work out pretty good if I were to throw Minara in there.
Oh, you know what? You have Akbar. He's a great rebel leader.
He is.
Oh, and look, he's a head, a ghost head.
He's mostly a great rebel leader. Or you could say he's head and shoulders above the rest.
I don't know whether he's going to get a second, third, fourth. He won his first round, lost his second round. The second round, he went against a guy that had just a way better roster.
Yep.
So it was just a kind of a loss.
And these things happen.
And then this one, he looks like he's going to win. So with 2 wins, he'll probably be in the top 4. And top 4 should get him, 2 Zetas. So this is for 2 Zetas. Hold on.
I want to yank out Geonosian.
So Geonosian is your
Stormtrooper?
Geo is a damage dealer. You have to have damage. And then Leia's your damage dealer. She goes stealth. She works really well with Akbar. In fact, that combo, she's going to take a ton of bonus turns. You want a healer, and who's your best healer that you have? Is she higher than? Oh, she's Gear 10. So You could do 2 tanks, 2 damage dealers and an attacker, because you're going to get, when he taunts, you're going to get turn meter. Or you could use Sunfac, who at gear 8's probably better than, because he dispels on basic. So when they hit him, he's going to shoot back and take away all their buffs. I would do Stormtrooper Han.
Yeah, he's definitely a little bit higher in gear too, so, and he does okay damage.
Yeah, you don't have a healer though, and you could take in a healer. What do you think? You want a tank or a healer? The
Given
tank.
the team that I'm going up against isn't all about, they're all at gear 9. I'm not too worried about what kind of damage you're going to give me.
Oh no, they're damage dealers.
They are damage dealers, yeah, but I mean,
and they're
at that
gonna
level-
hurt your characters quickly, and then you're gonna be stuck trying to figure that out. You're gonna have to get Stormtrooper Han's taunt off fast, and then try and ability block him with Old Ben, and then try and get her into stealth ASAP, and then make sure you put his special ability up right away, which gives her an extra turn. The only downside to bringing him is it's one more rebel that's going to conflict with Admiral Akbar lead and cause someone to take a bonus turn. It's going to be potentially him now instead of Leia. Whereas if you took in a healer, you can heal the team when needed. And
Luminar and him hit about the same damage-wise.
yep, and she's not a rebel, so you don't have to worry about her taking bonus turns. It will force the bonus turn to either Old Ben or Leia.
Oh, true.
So to get a little bit more damage out of this team, you actually could go with your healer.
Then I don't have it. Well, I do have a technical Tantra at that point.
Dude, you got to unselect him and reselect him. I can't stand looking at the floating head.
That's actually been, on my particular account, that's been hanging around for the last week, so.
Oh, it's on everyone's account. There we go.
Hey, it actually turned
I
out
would
that
I would do
time.
Luminara, dude. So you have the heal and you have a non-rebel.
All right.
'Cause the non-rebel-
Don't use her for much, got to dust her off once in a while, I guess.
All right, let's take our time. You got 5 whole minutes. That's 3 minutes more than we need.
No, now, faster.
So go ahead and stealth. And you got to kill his Stormtrooper Han, because that's what feeds turn meter to the whole team. Yep. See, she
Love it
went.
when she goes
yep.
threes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
come on, then
No,
we'll
no,
go
no.
one more.
Single shot, done.
Boom,
Ability
ski.
blocked and turn meter reduce on Lando.
Oh, yeah. His AoE is a pain in the butt.
Yep. And you got your taunt up.
Let's go ahead and throw that at you, see if you can get a stun out of it. No, of course not.
Yeah,
Nothing that
basic.
cleanses off there.
And she'll finish him up. Very nice. Let's do, he's got evasion. No, he doesn't have evasion up, so go ahead and double shot him.
Go ahead and double shot. this.
Yeah. Boom. Yes. Oh, if she would have done a
Hefty.
triple,
Yeah.
she'd have beat him.
Would have had it.
Stealth. She gets to take a bonus turn. Kaplawi.
Wappa wappa. Yeah, we'll take that off you. Why not? Get a
Yeah,
little
and it
auto
heals.
assist. Take a swipe. Yeah, see, she doesn't do much for damage, so.
Wow. So that was
a
pretty.
nice weak farm boy there.
Yep. And she's really mopping up with this double combo with Akbar and Leia. Worked really, really well. Hey, that was good. We didn't even think we were going to clear all of that.
Nope.
We didn't think we had anything. That's awesome. You cleared
Little
3 of
gifts and
4
surprises
nodes.
all over the
And they might have
place.
trash in the back row. Who knows? Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. One team back there.
Ooh, I don't know. Mace Windu lead, guys.
Oh my gosh. It's healer, tank, healer, crappy damage, crappy damage.
Yeah. But
This
they could all work together and linger for a while, but either way.
well, they're all Jedis, but there's no reheal. They're not going to like bring them back to life. And there's no Zetas, so all you need is a little bit of DPS, and you've got this.
Just a little something.
You could do. Let's see what you
Stormtrooper
got.
lead.
I know you can. He's got a leadership.
I got 2 of my Geos, I guess. Yeah, but otherwise.
You've got Hera as a leader. You could put in her and Kanan and Chopper, and then
The
put in
remainder
your
of my
your
Phoenix.
DPS. Well, she would bring about durability for your 2 tanks, Kanan and Chopper. So do her, Kanan, Chopper. So you got your 2 tanks and your leader, and now all you need go up, and now you need is some damage. So damage. Spy can actually Geo Spy can actually do some damage, and so can probably do Stormtrooper Han. It'll be tanks versus healers.
Yeah, right.
But I
Kind
mean,
of tanked out here, but
Spy kind of does some. Stormtrooper Han does higher damage than most. Scroll down, see if you have any other damage dealers.
doesn't Hera do expose on her basic or something?
No,
along those
that
lines?
Hera does. Yeah, Hera does expose on her basic to the highest health character. You could do days with Darth Maul. He's a gear 8. Darth Maul's got days on everybody. That would shut Jedi down. Oh, anti-Jedi. Oh, you've got a nest. What the heck, dude?
What are we even thinking
Get
here?
rid of Stormtrooper Han and put nest in there. My gosh. You have more than
it's
enough.
too bad it's locked in because I could have put her to 5-star too. But
Oh, yeah.
at this point, we may not have to worry about that.
Everybody's saying Sabine, but no, we've got nest, you guys.
She's only gear 8.
All right, get that taunt up. And I would kill the weakest first, so I'd go all the way to the left because the more you kill, the better. Put daze on everyone.
AoE.
Nice. Then call her nest.
Love that basic.
Offense down. Yes, special.
Give a little
6,700. See, that's good damage.
That's decent.
Yeah, that's decent. That's pretty neat. That's nice. That's neat. That's pretty neat right
Kind of
there.
like the Aspen, and you can tell she's an Aspen because of the way she is.
That's right. You can tell it's Ahsoka Tano because it's Ahsoka Tano. It's the way she is.
She's just there and stuff.
The healing is going to be annoying if you don't whop them down. So
Kind of hanging on there.
And then
for
the
last
only other
second.
damage dealer is going to be Mace Windu. This is insanity, but okay. So yeah, nest.
Insanity.
Whop. Yes, yes.
Stun.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect.
And you can dispel with Chopper.
Mm-hmm, because I've been hanging on to that. Just for such an occasion as... Oh,
Yep.
take that. Can't... Oh, don't want everybody else to take that off of, so I guess just, go ahead and use basic.
Yeah, Maul does double damage against Jedi, so he'd have been good for both the days and the double damage against this team. But that's all right. You got Nest. I wanted you to use Nest. I can't imagine you not using Nest with all the effort.
Always looking for an excuse.
Yeah. Bam. I know.
Love there's a little pause there at the second, like, I'm just
All right.
going to poke you.
Jolie's almost dead. We might as well go after him.
Yeah, true. I guess I don't want to kill old
Jolie,
Bang yet and
Jolie.
buff everybody up.
Yeah, the buffs aren't that good, honestly,
Yeah,
but
true.
the healers
keep 'em
just
away as much as
just go ahead
possible.
and drag it on anyway.
Yeah, I'll get rid of your extra defense. Why not?
Yes.
You.
Yeah. Why don't you do it? Because I'm lazy. Cool.
Jolie
This
lazy.
was in the bag, dude. Yeah, I can't believe it. You had a full clear without even leaving yourself much on offense. Mm-hmm. And then I want to see what you set for
A little
defense.
strategy.
Yeah, I want to see what you set on defense after this.
Not even putting any protection back up on anybody. That's lazy. That's just lazy.
Someone says, just hit auto.
Just want to see it just go out from here. Fine.
He's all, why aren't you taunting with Kanan? Because we want to try and end the battle with damage.
True. It wasn't taunting also too because that also takes buffs off of whoever you assign with that. So I kind of wanted to utilize that if I needed it, but no debuffs on me. So
Yeah, it takes debuffs.
yeah, debuffs, not
Off.
buffs. Excuse me.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Hold yourself.
Nice. You got
Check
a full
yourself.
clear. Not bad, dude. Not bad. You did it with a bunch of hodgepodge
Yeah.
teams. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Special teams for the win.
Not bad, dude. You got them all in your first attempt. You didn't even have to go back and do cleanups.
That's true. I didn't have a single double whap, did I?
No.
Huh.
Yeah, you had a
I
full
was
clear.
not expecting this.
That was good strategize.
Mm-hmm.
Strategize, ZZs.
And again, no attempts there. That's one of my bigger walls there. Obviously, if you're only defending one spot, I felt like I wanted to put something a little bit beefier on there, and that's actually my arena team.
Yeah, that's a really good team. And you put it on the one, which makes it harder for them to clear the single node side. What else did you put back there? Something hard?
Back there, just something that's kind of pesky. It's not exactly powerful, but I see a lot of guys usually throw at least 3 teams at this particular team, so I wanted to give it a chance.
Because they're like, this is wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. And then it's not. You need a Zeta on crew, though, brother.
I do, but I think that's also one of the great ways people underestimate them.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to clear that either one of those top ones. That's pretty awesome, dude.
Was not thinking about that. Went full resistance on the lower one there with JTR, but now I'm thinking I'll do more droids with her next time.
And you went Django for the speed bonus for the team. Nice.
Mostly because I don't have much else for leader-wise and bounty hunters, and Boba Fett's not he's just more for giving everybody DPS at that point, so.
Yeah, Boba's your damage dealer for sure on that team. But you got guys that, lay down debuffs on the whole team, so that's good because you just have to damage them 20 times, debuffed guys, to get your payout.
I think I got some gear and a couple of things I can throw on some
What else
guys
do you have on
real
the back,
quick.
on the top?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I wanted to see your defense.
Hold on.
Well, Pretoria better do something.
Well, he might be sandbagging. You never know. He wants to go on there and see how I'm doing just so he can come and clear the board too. But since I single shotted everybody, that might make it more of a tie a
Ooh,
draw
nice
territory.
back wall team.
Yeah, I wanted to leave him a little surprise.
Because that's a really fast team, and with Scion and Thrawn in there, that's difficult for sure.
Mm-hmm. One of my faves. My go-tos.
Nice, very cool. All right, let's see what you got.
Let's see here. Show me what you got.
Oh, shoot. We showed your defense live. If your opponent was playing, they just saw your defense. You know what? That's the advantage
Strike
we
that,
give you.
reverse it. Yeah.
That's the advantage we give you. We showed you his defense, so you have the opportunity for a full
Victoria,
clear.
If you're here, if you're watching, if you're paying attention, you're welcome. His guild too is probably like, "Oh, dude, check it out."
He's like, "Hey, man, hurry up, get over there! Don't show him and his guild." So there's probably multiple people called that.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I went ahead and already threw that star on her. Wasn't even paying attention to myself doing that.
It just didn't count because it locks at the beginning of.
Right.
Yep.
I just meant I wanted to come back and put it on here. I just forgot that I did it already. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all that I want to do right now, because if I'm not mistaken, all these lit up green situations are something that I want to save towards something else.
Well, I'm sure, yeah.
Mark III is going for that Mark V stun gun, of course.
Yep, stun guns away.
Because, stun gun in there somewhere. He's waiting on a stun gun. He's just waiting on Mark III Carbantes.
Which is easy but hard, because there's 100 pieces just for him to go to gear 8.
Yeah, an annoying furnace. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yep, furnaces are difficult. So many little pieces.
Yup.
And they're required so early on.
So early on.
Once you get to gear 11 and 12, it's kind of expected that it's going to be a tough grind for all the gear. But early on, if you're like trying to go to gear 7 and there's like a furnace to get to gear 7, you're like, what?
And that's the problem with some of these characters, too, that are great support, high level, whatever. You know, they work out really good in teams, but Hermit Yoda is awesome, but just some tedious gear for gear 12, so that's why he's kind of holding out waiting. One last tedious piece of gear for Graham off there.
Yeah.
One last piece for Nihilus.
Two pieces.
Oh, 2 pieces, yeah.
Geo
one more
Soldier,
for First Order Pilot, one for Geo. I think I'm still waiting on one for, just one for Dar Scion.
Scion, yeah.
All the annoying ones. But again, if it was like a crunch that I needed to get him to gear 12, that would be one thing.
Do you have Wampa?
I will soon. Because I just put some more on him today, so if I wanted to do a refresh, I could still get some more. But yeah, getting close.
Well, it'll refresh in an hour.
Yeah.
So you don't need to spend them crystals.
Nope. Not those precious things.
No, 460. How much are you getting a day? How much do you earn a day with both arenas and your dailies?
I think I'm around like 120 crystals, I think, something like that.
You got to be earning at least 150 because you earn 100 from dailies and 50 from regular arena. Plus you have ships arena.
Oh,
Don't you get top 50 in ships still?
Yeah, I think I'm still there. Nope, got knocked back.
Normally you're top 50 though. What do you get for top 50 in fleet? Isn't it 50? So you earn a couple hundred a day?
Double prizes.
Yeah, 50. And then what's it for top 500 in regular arena? Top 500 if you climb up into that? Because you don't always climb every day. I get it. There's some days you don't even play. But most days you do play. But what's squad arena top 500? Because you get top 500 pretty regularly, actually.
Doesn't take much to get up there, and I usually like to do the big leaps.
So
for that,
60 and 50 and your dailies, you're about between 200 to 250. Plus you get crystals dropped randomly from events as well as from the monthly login. They do, like 400 to 500
those in there. So yeah, I guess I accumulate more throughout the day than I realize if I were to stay with it a bit more.
How are your Ewoks?
Y'all want to laugh, don't you? All right, well, I got something for you. Yeah, there they are in all their glory.
You know what? It's not as bad as I thought. You've got 4-star Wicket and Logray, and you haven't even been trying. 4-star Poplu, 4-star Elder, and a 4-star Chirpa. So the only ones you have 7 stars are the ones you'll ignore.
Exactly.
But the rest are all 4 stars. So, I mean, Shoot, you could almost get him 5 stars.
I can go into the event. I can watch them all get one-shotted. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you'd probably want to stick you'd want to make arena loadouts and then just use your arena team mods on them. That would help.
True.
But you got to get him 5 stars to even unlock C3PO.
Oh, right. The
Credit heist? What?
It's going to happen live. Watch. This is the time. Everybody's
Do
going to
one
call
at a
me a
time.
liar. Everybody's going to call me a liar.
Do one at a time.
But I have never, to this day, 2 years of playing almost, have still not gotten a single 10 million drop.
All right,
Never.
here it comes. Here it comes on live TV.
You're going to see it here today.
2.5 million.
After this 2.5 million, you're going to see it here today.
5 million. Hey, that's
I'll
7.
take 7.5.
Yeah,
That's fine.
7.5 million's not bad at all.
5 is usually my regular. I get 5 million all the time. That's great. Don't get me wrong. I like 5 million credits.
That's everybody.
A great help, but that's what I always get. So then, just out of curiosity, so yeah, I'm only at the 3-star level event at the moment. I mean, if we wanted to go crazy and see what kind of mods I could put on them, we could make an attempt here. If you want.
No, what we do is we go and we build it.
If we're in the mode to laugh right now, it's just yeah, that's the lineup.
All right. Yeah, you don't have good mods, and you don't have good gear, and you don't even have them leveled up. So,
but they do have mods.
Oh my gosh, you don't even have protection on some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely aren't going to do this level. Although...
Oh, hey, you get a turn. And, of course, you know how to use them, whereas I don't. So, I mean, you might actually make a dent.
It's still not going to help. Your guys are pretty low. All right.
Weak sauce.
Oh, yeah. It's too late.
It's okay. You got Elder. They'll all come back.
That's why I stealthed Elder earlier on.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Got one back for a hit.
Yeah, you need some gear, brother. Need some gear, some stars.
Oh, they need
some leveling.
A lot of help.
What? Let me see.
But again, stay on target.
Yep.
And you too will have a week of Ewoks team.
Oh, they're like level 50. They're not even like level 85 either. So, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gear 4, gear 5, gear 6. That's pretty bad.
Gear pitiful.
Sureshot with the Letter Kenny reference. Someone's watching Letter Kenny.
Knew someone would. That's a Texas size 10-4 there, bud.
Andre says, "You sure you both aren't Canadian, eh?" To be fair.
To be fair, to be fair, to be fair.
What's in your inbox, dude? That's been bothering me this whole time. Red glowing. Oh.
Somebody with a clever name that I was gonna take a look at their stuff. But you know what? I'll go ahead and accept them because I got the room and they probably need the help from my tunes, so I'll give them that.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm a nice guy.
So you about...
I think that's about everything that I got going on here right now.
Right now?
Right there about that minute. Yeah. Unless there's any other questions from the audience. Anybody? Anything?
Well, you guys, we wanted to do Grand Arena. We didn't really think we were going to beat more than a couple teams because we didn't have a whole lot. He put most everything on defense, but you pulled out a win. Good job.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yay for lowered expectations.
Yeah, right? You tell everybody it's going to suck, and then if it's not sucky, then they're happy, right? So
exactly.
I appreciate you guys checking in. If you guys wanting to watch Sureshot again, we'll be sure to have him back. We're going to try and do a minimum once a month, if not more, on his account. It's fun. And then we'll also be doing, hopefully, Scissorman's account tomorrow. So hopefully you guys can see the development. Follow me on Twitter, because on Twitter I have yesterday, I think I did 6 updates on my Scissorman account. So if you want to know kind of what's happening with Scissorman, that's really the best way. Then I'm also on swgoh.gg. You can look it up. It's that /u/Scissorman, and you can literally see everything as it's being developed on a daily basis, because that's updated daily. So check all that out.
DL on the daily.
Appreciate you coming by.
Glad you had me. Glad to be here.
Thanks for using your free-to-play account in Grand Arena. That was a good time.
No problem. Hopefully it makes you guys feel a little bit better about your personal accounts.
Feel better about your personal accounts. That's funny. So, Sureshot
This was Sureshot.
and Warrior out.